Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Libra, you guys got Swan Spirit. Time for deep dive number 60. And I kept seeing the color green. So I think they're trying to prepare you for something. Something's coming out, Libra. I don't know what it is, but with the 6 is the number for love for me. The swans and then the green and telling you time for deep dive. I think they're telling you that something's coming up. And I think you're ready. Like, I think you're ready for it. Like, I don't think you're afraid of what's coming. I think maybe last year you might have been, like, more afraid, like, oh, something might be coming. I'm not, like, healed enough. I feel like that was where it was all coming from. Like, if you felt like someone would tell you something's coming and then you'd get a little anxious, it's because you hadn't healed, like, 100%. And, I mean, we're never really done healing, but there's something still triggering you about this moment that you're probably gonna have to look back at now, or it's going to remind you of something, or like, you know, if new love comes in, it brings up the question, like, are you seriously ready for it, you know? Because, like, have you worked through your trust issues? Have you worked through whatever issues you were having from the past love? Like, we can't all, there's no way that you don't take something from a past relationship, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking to people who are inexperienced, so I feel like I'm talking to people who, you know, it's like, are you ready? Like, are you really ready? I think you are. Like, I think last year, again, you were not, and now I feel like you are. I think there's something, maybe January has had a lot of work done for you. Like you've just been doing work straight up, and like now you're just ready. So if someone tells you something's coming, I don't think you're like anxious about it. I think you're like actually ready. So yeah, Libra, it's exciting. Let's pull more cards on this. Okay, Libra, I think that, I'm not trying to trigger you, but I'm going to say this. I think that when dealing with a person that's coming in from the past, because this is what this is someone from the past coming in, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but this person was literally just in a relationship. So this is for someone who, again, it could be a past person or a new person, but this person is recently single. Like, they just broke up with this person. This is not someone who has been single for like a year or two and they broke up with someone. No, this is someone who recently just broke up with someone. And that's what I'm getting with all this. This masculine energy just broke up with a Queen of Fire. Yeah, it's the Queen of Wands is coming up with the 6 of Cups. It came out like sideways. I think that they're like about to break up with them, or they just broke up with this person. And I think like they had to learn a lesson from this Queen. You know, the 6 of Cups talks about a soulmate. This could be a karmic soulmate, you know, someone that they need to learn something from. But what's interesting is, like, I feel like this person knew this entire time that this was a bad idea. Like, I think they knew deep down, deep within, that this was never going to work out with this person, ever. Like, and it's funny because, like, in hindsight, they can say that, but in the beginning, they were really, 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 really optimistic about it, but I feel like everywhere, like every single part of their body was telling them that this was a bad idea, but they went like against their own intuition. We have the intuition card in reverse. We have the counselor in reverse. I feel like they knew this entire time this wouldn't work out. It's like when you try something with someone, it's like, I don't know if they thought that they could force it. That's another thing I'm getting. Like maybe they thought they could like just force it. Like it'll work out if I put a lot of work into it. Like if I put a lot of work into it, it doesn't matter like how shitty they are. This person just really, I think you know that this person doesn't like to be alone. And you're going to look at this person like, oh, this person's coming now, but they literally haven't been single for 5 minutes. And that just shows you in your head how like codependent this person is, right? Because with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I think that's what your fear is like this person is just codependent. This person like can't be single for 5 minutes. They're just coming to me because, you know, you feel like they're very ungrounded. You feel like there's a codependent energy because, again, this just happened. This is not something that's been, like, again, it hasn't been a year or two. It hasn't been like even a couple months, I don't think. It's literally been like 5 minutes. Like it has literally just happened. And this person is there now, like coming to you, Libra. I feel like this is you, the Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're the way that you're looking at this person is this person just broke up and now they're coming to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust this person at all. You don't trust this person because they just broke up with this person and they're already at your door, and it's like, what the hell are you doing here? Like you're like, you didn't even take the time to heal. You didn't even take the time to like breathe from a relationship. You're just jumping from one relationship to the next, and you don't like that, Libra. Again, it's like you've been waiting for the right person to come in, and this is like a red flag for you, right? Like someone who's just jumping from relationship to relationship. You see that as codependent. You see that as someone that I don't think you want to give a chance to this person. Like, I don't think you want to give this person a chance because I feel like you're just like, no, you know, like I don't want to deal with this shit again. Again, it could be someone that you know, it could be someone new, but you're going to find out like they just broke up with the person. Like they have not been single for a long time, and this is what's going to trigger you. They're going to respond to you that they weren't listening to their intuition at the time. Maybe there's something here about with the Hierophant, like they had to do, you know what I mean? It's something like I had to do. It's a family thing, cultural thing, like something like that. It's a tradition wise, like that's why I kind of forced it, but I knew deep down that like this would never work out. There's something here like that I really strongly feel like this person knew that this would never work out with this person. But they like, I feel like there was like, maybe they had to do it, or maybe this is, you know, how do I explain it? It's just like something that they had to do. It's something like maybe, again, like their family wanted them to do, or maybe they just wanted to try with this person because, again, like it just made sense logically, and it was just like, you know what, let me just try. But I think they deep down knew like it would never work out with this person. For some reason, that's what I'm getting. Like, I don't even know if this person was necessarily their type. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think this person, like, they fit enough of what they needed, but I don't even necessarily think this person was their type. Again, there's something here about like with the intuition in reverse and the counseling in reverse. It's like they knew this entire time that this was like a bad idea, but they did it anyway. Yeah. And maybe it's just like maybe very ego driven with the Hierophant and the 10 of Wands. I feel like it's just like, oh, my ego. Again, it's something about this person that it just made sense, but they like always deep down and like subconsciously knew that this wasn't going to work out. I don't even know if they necessarily even liked who this person was. Again, it was just something like, again, maybe this person just, you know, it's like, oh, this person was a model, you know what I'm saying? Like that made me feel good to like be with a model. You know what I'm saying? Like something stupid like that, but they had no personality and I really didn't like them as a person. I just like dated them because they were a model. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I'm getting with this. It's like, oh, I just dated them because of this. It's something stupid. You know what I mean? Like with the Hierophant, it speaks more about like a tradition. So I'm thinking like this might have something to do with tradition. Like, oh, I just dated them because we're the same culture. I just dated them because we're the same religion. I just dated them because like my mom introduced me to them, and you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? I just did it anyway. I was like single all the time. I didn't really care. I wanted to be with someone serious at the time, and this was the only person around, so I just did it. You know what I mean? I didn't have a good feeling about it, but I just did it anyway. Again, like why couldn't I, if I can get I'm sorry, but I'm thinking like a man, and like a man, if I can get everything from a person, you know what I mean? They could get everything they need from this person. Like, you know what I mean? They could have, you know, sex with a person every single night. I have stability with a person. It's like, why wouldn't I? Like, you know what I mean? It's better than being single. And honestly, that's where I feel like this ego comes in. It's like, again, it's like, I could be with someone, or I could be single. I'd rather just be, you know, at least I have this at night. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, Could be like a lot of lust here, like, oh, like I just didn't want to be lonely. Again, there's that codependent energy of this person. So I really think that you're not into this person, Libra, because you just feel like there's a codependency. You feel like this person, they got with this person in the first place because they didn't want to be alone, or like they were tired of being single, and that's like not a good enough reason for you to be with someone. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've probably been lonely too. You've probably been, you know, on your own for a long time, and you didn't like succumb to any of that shit. So it's like, you know, again, like this person is just not on my level. But what I want to tell you about this person is that I do think this person might honestly move from person to person like quickly. I do feel like that is something this person has to work on. I'm not saying like they're not maybe a little bit codependent, but what I'm getting with this is like, I was asking if this person is stable, right? Because I feel like here, this is you looking at them like they're very unstable. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, like this person just can't be single for 5 minutes. That's why they're coming here. Like, I'm a rebound. Like, I'm not trying to be anybody's rebound. But what I'm getting with this, the King of Coins came up like this with the Knight of Wands. So I feel like your fear is that this person is like in a Knight of Wands energy. Your fear is that they're, again, I get more of a codependent thing. Like, I get more of like, you're afraid. They just don't want to be alone. Like, they hate being sad. They don't want to be lonely. Again, that's what pushed them into this relationship in the first place, right? With this past person. And there's something that like, you just don't like, you don't mess with that. Like, you just don't like the fact that they are jumping from person to person. You don't want to be someone's rebound. Again, you've been single for a long time. But what I'm getting with this person is that they're actually stable, right? Like, I do actually think they're stable, because this is the first card that came out when I was asking if they're stable. They are stable. With the King of Coins, I do see, like, again, I feel like a dependency maybe on 3D things. So like a dependency on how things look, a dependency on like, you know what I'm saying? It's like an earth sign. It's very like, I like foundations. I like stability. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, I don't necessarily think they're codependent. I think they want to create something in their life. And I think they were dumb for just jumping into a relationship with someone that they kind of had a feeling like it wasn't going to work out in the first place. But they did it anyway. I feel like for like maybe a tradition, maybe just like not to be lonely. Again, I don't know. I don't feel like they're codependent though. Like with this King of Coins upright, I think like you might view them like this, but I feel like maybe that's just their nature. Like, you know how there's just some people's, it's just their nature. I don't think it has anything to do with have they healed or not. It could be for this person that they haven't healed. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe you haven't healed all the way because you're viewing them like this. But I feel like they're actually being very stable to you. So I feel like the disagreement here is going to come as like how you see it. Like a difference in views, right? Like you're going to view them as codependent. They're very stable. I actually think they're very stable. You're viewing them as like a player who's jumping from person to person to person. So that's triggering you. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're actually being triggered by them. And you, in the beginning, we were talking about, have you really healed? Like, are you ready? I think you're ready. But now I feel like you're viewing them like this because the person coming to you is not exactly what you thought they'd be. So you're just going to write them off. And I don't know if that necessarily means that you've grown or you're healed. So I would say be careful because you're coming up with this person as a true pair twice. Right, we have the King and Queen of Coins, and we have the Sage and the Crone. So I think you might reject this person, and I would say be careful because I do think that I think it's your fears telling you that they are like this, but they're coming up like this. You know what I mean? So be careful. I think like you think that because they're leaving someone and like you're just being triggered by the fact that they're coming to you after like just breaking up with someone. Like that's what's really triggering you. They're telling you to use your intuition here. To use your intuition. I don't know if I have a direct answer to like what to do. I'm just gonna let you know that you're gonna be triggered. And you want this new love. I think this person is actually coming in to offer you this new love. I think it's actually this person coming because we have the Crone after it. So again, it's like an attachment to this person. This person is coming in to offer you something new, but the way that they're coming in, I don't think you necessarily like it. I think this might be a turn of the wheel for them. But I feel like you think it's a turn of the wheel for you to leave this person. So do you see what I mean? They think it's a turn of the wheel to leave this karmic to come to you. And you think it's a turn of the wheel because you might think that they're a karmic. But I don't think they're a karmic because you're coming up as a true pair twice. So that's the funny thing. Is like you think that they're a karmic. I feel like, do we have this reading about how you think someone's a karmic? Someone had like, this is not a karmic reading. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same person. I don't know if it's the same sign, whatever. You think that they're a karmic, but you're coming up as a true pair twice. And they think that they were with a karmic. They're leaving a karmic. They think they're turning the wheel. They're coming to offer you something. And I feel like you're running away because you think like this person is not, you think they're codependent. You think like, but that's what I'm trying to say. I think that they're actually not codependent. I think that they made a mistake maybe, but I don't think that they're codependent. You guys are coming up as a true pair twice. So it's funny. What's going to actually turn the wheel? Because again, I think this person is actually leaving a karmic with the Queen of Wands. So I think they are turning the wheel and coming to you. Again, I don't know if this is a new or old person, but what's interesting is that you think that they might be a karmic and you think like you should turn the wheel on them. See with the Queen of Air and the wheel? Like you think that they're a karmic and you think that you're going to get an offer elsewhere. You might like leave. But like again, you're headed towards this. But what I'm getting with this is like this is not a karmic. You two are coming up as a true pair. There's no wand energy here. Yeah, I mean, I see you coming up as a true pair twice. With the King and Queen of Pentacles, with the Sage and the Crone in reverse. Yeah, I think this is you two. Be careful, Libra. Well, again, like, have you really healed? Have you really healed? Because this is going to show it. Again, use your intuition, but I think, like, this person is not a karmic. I think you think they are, but they're not. It's funny because this person, I think, thought this was their soulmate, maybe, and they were a karmic. And now they're trying to turn the wheel to go to you, and you think that they're a karmic. I don't know. It's actually like it could be. It's like be careful. Like don't ruin this if this is not a karmic. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't ruin it because they're not coming in the energy that you want. There's something that you don't like about the fact that they just broke up with someone. Maybe discuss that instead of just like leaving because I see you just out the door. Yeah. Let me pull a Divine Feminine for you, Libra. Wow. So this is interesting, Libra. Our Lady of Guadalupe came up in reverse. The feminines don't come up in reverse. Like they don't, ever. Like a feminine is just a Divine Feminine energy. And it's interesting that she came up in reverse because I feel like she's trying to tell you something. I think this is actually like a message. She's usually about protection, right? Like she has to say like, protect yourself, don't trust this person. And yeah, the Empress of protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I'm held in love at all times. I don't think that you have to protect yourself from this person. Like again, you're afraid, but I think you're being triggered because of again, you feel like you've healed. And I see that you have healed, but this is going to trigger something deep inside of you that's going to make you be like, I don't want this person. But I don't think you need to protect yourself from this person. That's what I'm getting with this. With Lady Guadalupe coming up in reverse, she fell on the floor in reverse. I wish I could like have shown you how it looked, but I can't move the camera because you know, it's always like slanted with the least amount of movement. So, but she literally came up like this and like I picked her up like this. So yeah, I definitely think that you have this barrier, this huge barrier around you. See how she has like all these thorns around her? It kind of looks like thorns and it's like you feel that you need protection from them, but I don't think you do. And I think that's where the deep dive comes in. Shit, Libra, you got this. I love you. I hope this helps. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.